Well, hi guys, it's time to pick the apples. Few weeks ago I picked all the small ones and there was about 40 or 50 of them. So here are the apples I picked a few weeks ago. They're a little bit smaller. I picked all the smallest ones. This is how I store them as well. Can you see? You leave room around them, and these little trays I use. You can use wood, plastic, which I recommend. Metal, I'm not too sure. I've never tried. And you want to carefully put that in a dark shed, away from heat and direct sunlight, obviously. Cool, dark shed or garage, and they will store for several months. And when you need them, just come and grab some more. And I left 22 on there, and we had a bit of a storm the other day, and I saw one of them fall down. So it's time to pick them now. What we got? There's one over there, just on top of the fence. Can you see? Just there. And the bird's been sitting there and eating that one. So I'm going to leave that one. And all the others, just to give you an idea for reference. So have a look. There they are. And how you know is you just lift them up and they're not coming away. But I'm going to just force them off anyway. There they are. So first apples. We've had this tree for 3 years. And we got our first apples. And they absolutely look brilliant. And I'll also show you how to store these as well, guys. Alright? So bear with me. They're just looking absolutely fantastic. I'll show you a close-up of these guys. So look at that. There's my hands for size of reference. Absolutely lovely fab apples. Really chuffed with them this year. And what you do is you store them in the shed, in a cool dry place or a garage. Make sure the apples are not touching each other. And what else? Yeah, just lots of air and ventilation. And then you can have apples over the winter. When picking apples, guys, just make sure you don't bruise them. And if they're bruised, then they won't store. You got to have them quite quickly. So here you go, guys, all the apples are picked. I've just left, like I said to you, just the one up there on top of the fence. The birds have started on it and they love it, so sharing that with the birds there. Now the job for this week, the reason I didn't do it until I picked the apples is I'm going to give you a slight prune. And you see these branches going upwards, I'm going to tie them down. And a few years ago I put the wire in for the grapes. So I bought some extra wire, and that was before I bought the apples. So I'll just tie these guys to go along, because I don't want the apple tree to get too big. It just wants to cover the fence and look like that. So not bad for a 6-foot tree. We got 60 to 70 apples. About 50 to 60 of them are still in the shed, and we'll just be enjoying them over the next couple of months. Brilliant. The final thing to do, guys, is to taste it. Absolutely delicious. Amazing. This grew in the garden just by itself. Didn't have to do anything. Beautiful.